One of the real problems we've seen under the current administration is the weaponization of propaganda to a degree that we didn't see under Barack Obama, we didn't see under George W. Bush, we didn't see under Bill Clinton, we didn't see under George H.W. Bush administrations. It doesn't mean those administrations didn't propagandize to some degree, doesn't mean they didn't do bad things, but it is a level that we have never seen before under Donald Trump. And a very reliable propaganda tool whenever Donald Trump fails, whenever Donald Trump embarrasses the country, whenever Trump's actions lead to suffering or to death or to plunder or whatever it is to go back to, revert to fake news, lamestream media. Okay, that's the technique. At any time, it's like a get out of jail free card for Donald Trump. Whenever he fails us once again, which is almost daily under the umbrella of the virus, the focus becomes lamestream media fake news. Okay, he's failed on the prevention. Well, it's fake news is lying about it. He's failed on the suppression. The lamestream media is not being fair to him. He's failing on mitigation. Governors are lying about how many ventilators they need. He's failing on science. He's failing on common sense. And so Donald Trump has shifted almost exclusively to attacking media coverage of his handling of the coronavirus pandemic, rather than actually dealing with the caseload and the death toll and everything that's going on. Trump tweeting, quote, "Because the ratings of my news conferences are so high, Bachelor finale, Monday Night Football type numbers, according to the New York Times, the lamestream media is going crazy. Trump is reaching too many people. We must stop him," said one lunatic. "See you at 5 p.m." Trump referring to his press conference yesterday. Then going on to tweet again about the ratings of his press conferences. And remember, at the press conferences, he barely talks about the virus itself. He focuses on self-congratulation. And that, according to the New York Times, he says, President Trump is a ratings hit. Since reviving the daily White House briefing, Mr. Trump and his coronavirus updates have attracted an average audience of 8.5 million on cable news, roughly the viewership of the season finale of The Bachelor. Numbers are continuing to rise. On Monday, nearly 12.2 million people watched the briefing. Monday Night Football numbers. Millions are watching on ABC, CBS, NBC, and online streaming, and the audience is expanding. On Monday, Fox News alone attracted 6 million viewers, an astounding number for 6 p.m. cable broadcasts, more akin to the viewership for a popular primetime sitcom. The CBS News poll said 13% of Republicans trusted the news media for information about the virus. He's comparing press briefings to The Bachelor. He's comparing press briefings about a virus that is leading to people dropping dead more every day to a reality show. And what he fails to understand, because it's too difficult, I guess, for him to understand anything but the most simplistic analysis, people aren't watching like they watch The Bachelor. People don't watch your press briefings for entertainment. They're watching because more and more people are getting sick. More and more people are dying. And people are scared. They're at home increasingly, which is good. And they find out the president is going to talk about what is going on. And they want to see something reassuring. They want to hear something that would be akin to, I understand the difficulty, and this is a tragedy, and we're losing good people. But here's what, instead, Trump is talking about the popularity of the briefings, and in the briefings congratulates himself, attacks journalists endlessly. Here's Trump talking about his ratings during yesterday's press briefing.
The American public, ultimately, they should be the decider. It's like, if they don't want to watch, they shouldn't watch. And we shouldn't have bigger ratings than The Bachelor, or, as the New York Times said, we have Monday Night Football type ratings. Now, I didn't say that. I have no idea what they are, in a sense, but I know that the Times, they say it's all the news that's fit to print. I say it's all the news that's not fit to print, because I think they are not honest people. But that's okay. But they can't help it. But even they said that the ratings are like Monday Night Football ratings, and that these are like Bachelor finale. That's their end. When the big deal happened, I have no idea what happened because I'm too busy working on this. Somebody will tell me what happened.
People are dying, and Trump is tweeting and talking about his ratings for when he actually is failing to deal with the issue, instead attacking media and talking about the fact that people watch the press conferences. And of course, constantly saying, nobody's giving me credit. Nobody's giving me credit. Meanwhile, the bodies are literally piling up. Here's an image of a truck at an ambulance bay at a New York hospital yesterday, taken by a nurse. The bodies literally piling up. It's truly sick and it's sociopathic. And that word will come up again when we hear from Dr. Justin Frank a little bit later today. He's the grim reaper of ratings, so to speak. The more people die, the more people watch his briefings, and he interprets that as satisfaction with the briefings, as the fact that the briefings are entertaining, and of course, ignores the reality that more and more people are watching because more and more people are home and scared. With each passing day, the American public is more and more concerned with the fiasco that has become our government's response to this pandemic. That's why people are watching, to try to figure out, is there anything on the horizon that might help this? And when they tune in and they see Trump attacking journalists, saying, don't be a cutie pie, that's a nasty question, etc., people are disgusted. They're not watching like they watch The Bachelor. But that's all Trump seems to care about.